Let's dive into the controversy, shall we? It was a scene straight out of a Monty Python sketch as chaos unfolded on the rugby field in Swansea. The Bulls were up against Ospreys in the United Rugby Championship, and what should have been a heated contest quickly turned into a whirlwind of cards, confusion, and frustration. Bulls coach Jake White was left bewildered after a second half filled with penalties, cards, and a serious officiating nightmare that saw his team reduced to just 12 men on the field. Imagine that, 12 players. The referee, Irishman Owen Cross, appeared to lose control of the game, dishing out cards as if they were going out of style. But did the cards truly reflect the situation, or did Cross get caught in the moment? The Bulls found themselves on the wrong side of three critical decisions: a red card for David Creel's leading elbow, and two yellow cards for Elric Lou's deliberate knock-on and Alulufo Chakweini's high tackle. But here's where things get almost comedic. By the final 3 minutes of the game, no one, not even the officials, seemed to know how many players should be on the field, with uncontested scrums and substitutions gone awry. Bulls captain Ruan Norke was sent off, recalled, and then sent off again. Talk about confusion. Ultimately, the Bulls were left with 12 players, barely clinging to their lead, but somehow managed to pull off a 29-19 victory. Jake White's post-match comments perfectly summed up the madness. He didn't mince words, saying that in his 42 years of coaching, he had never witnessed such chaos on the field. White questioned Cross's interpretation of the rules, suggesting that the red card in particular had a massive impact on the game's outcome. But here's where it gets even more interesting. White doesn't believe it was purely a discipline issue. Instead, he called it unfortunate incidents. Really? Was this just bad luck for the Bulls, or a reflection of poor officiating? White gave credit to his team's outstanding defense, who, despite being outnumbered, managed to hold off Ospreys for the last quarter of the match. So, what's next for the Bulls? With injuries to key players like Steenkamp and Lou, along with Creel's impending red card hearing, White is facing some tough decisions ahead of their clash with Scarlets. Now here's the real question: was this just a bad day for the Bulls, or does it point to a bigger problem in how games are being officiated? Are referees too quick to brandish cards, or are players simply pushing the boundaries of discipline too far? Let's hear your thoughts.